Hey, hi, happy Tuesday. It's Jill with Under Cottonwood. It's my third take, so let's hope that it works this time. Anyway, it's Jill with Under Cottonwood back for another segment of Tutorial Tuesday. And tonight I am making the simplest, most simple holiday wreath that you are going to love. And if you are someone like me who does craft shows and things, this is kind of what we call a filler item. So something very simple that when we need extra items for our booths and things, we can make different pieces like this. But it's also great for those of you who are slightly crafty or interested in, making your own things. This is a perfect, you'll be able to do this no problem. So, hey, say hi when you get here, and don't forget to sprinkle the video. And if you're not sure what sprinkle means, S-H-A-R-E. So, your friends want to see all the fun, pretty stuff too. So, anyway, sprinkle it with them. But let me show you what I'm getting started with, because it's one of my favorite things that Walmart has every year. This is probably like the third year now that I have found this particular wreath. So, it is a 24-inch, and it's called a mixed natural wreath. So if you've been shopping or browsed through the Christmas section, you might have seen it. But what I love about this is it's so full of greenery, and it's called a mixed natural because they've got the pine cones, they've got all kinds of different things in it, which is kind of one of the things I like to do too. You kind of like to mix up the greenery so it's just not all the same. I mean, not that I don't use the same thing in one particular design, but I just think it's really pretty, it's really full. So hey, half your job is done already. Hey Stephanie. And so it's made on, I'm not even gonna call it a grapevine. It's kind of like a grapevine, but it's, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't really say exactly what it is. It's not as sturdy as grapevine, but it's definitely strong enough. It's wired up really good that you don't have to worry about that. But so anyway, we're starting with something that's almost already done. So this was $12.98. So $12.98. I've got one big bush here, if you will, of poinsettias, and then some ribbon, and we're going to be done. So I'm already halfway done now, and I didn't even have to do anything, right? So I'm going to get started. Well, let me take this little guy off here. But like I said, they have these, they've had these for a while. And I was talking, if you're in my workshop, the holiday decor workshop that's going on this week in the group this morning, that the flocked garlands and stuff are almost already out. I had to drive like an hour away today to get some. So if you are out and about and you see something that you want, you better get it, because that stuff is going quick. So anyway, so snag one of these if you're interested in making something pretty for yourself, because it'll be super easy. So this is just a big bush of poinsettias, kind of handed down to me from a friend who used to sell home interiors. So it's a big, nice bush, but you could go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere, and pick something out very similar to this, anytime now. So you wouldn't have to have the exact same thing that I'm using. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of start picking this apart. So I've got my trusty little wire cutters here, and I am just going to cut a few of these stems right off. Now probably, oh my goodness, that one's tough. I'll show you in just a second. Because of kind of the texture of this particular type of wreath base. Oh, get that thing out there. I'll show you on this one. Okay, this stem is pretty thick. So if you look at, when you go a little higher up on your stem, that gets thinner. So if you cut this more in like this area than the thicker part, it's going to go through that base a lot easier than if you try to use that section that's really thick. So that's kind of what I'm doing, kind of what I'm using as a guide, is to kind of get it to where it's at its thin, the most thin section of that wire there. So this one's pretty. It's got some sparkly green. Oh, I thought I could just push this up there. Maybe that's stuck where it is. Okay. So let me just cut this up. So, hey, you guys, tell me, are you started on Christmas yet? Has anybody got any decorations going, or are you like so over it you're not even, like, the anxiety of even thinking about it makes you need a drink, right? Because that's totally cool. I get that. I totally get it. Some people are for it, and you know what? Some years are different than others. This year, kind of ready for it. Last year, I was kind of ready for it. Some years, I dreaded it. Don't think I haven't. I definitely have. Until last year, I had no idea this actually had wire. Oh, yeah. That's right. We gotta have tools, man. Us girls gotta have tools. Oh, heck yeah, you do, Stephanie. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. I'm just going to start with, oh, I got one more poinsettia to cut off here. I'm going to start with the flowers, though, for sure. So I've got one, yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we were working with the odd numbers there. Well, what happened to this guy? He just came right off there. Okay, let's just start with that. So I'm thinking I'll probably have, oh, you know what? I'm going to move this around a little bit. Because I was thinking I kind of want my ribbon to go, my bow to kind of go right here. So I don't really want it to interfere with any of these big pine cones. So just kind of pick your place and what you think. I probably could have made the bow first, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take these poinsettias and just kind of start working them in. So let's see how well they're going to go through that. You know what? I'm going to cut this quite a bit short. Okay. So the trick is to definitely kind of go at an angle, not straight in, but kind of like, you can bend this, of course, however you want, so your flower is sticking out, but you want to kind of go into that base there, kind of at an angle. Oh, I think I missed something. I wish I've gotten out all the fall. Oh, hey, you're a step. That's one step closer, right? Put my Christmas tree quilt my mom made me last year. Oh, well, there you go. You're there. You're thinking about it, right? At least I've got, like, my house is like that too. I've got the cushions are out, but like, look at that poor sad. That's not anywhere near done yet, and I got lots of places that are sad right at the moment. Okay. So tell me too if you like poinsettias, because I like a real poinsettia, but I typically don't decorate with like these type of poinsettias. And I love red, but I do have some white poinsettias that are going, like white sparkly frosted ones that are going on my tree, but I just don't typically ever go with, if I get a red poinsettia, it's going to be real. So tell me if you like poinsettias. I should show you, because if you love poinsettias, yes. It's so interesting. Some people do and some people don't. But a little fact about me is that I kill everything that's inside. I can grow stuff outside, no problem, but if I bring it inside, somehow I managed to kill it. And I have a poinsettia over there that is like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old now that I've kept alive this entire time. At the moment, she's kind of ugly, kind of sparse, but hey, she's still alive. I don't know if she, okay, confession. I don't know if it's alive as much as it's just not dead yet, if that makes any sense. So, if you know what if you struggle like me with stuff, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay, so this one has that little green poof of it. 4 years. Yeah, I know. I don't know how. It doesn't look like a poinsettia. It's like green leaves. When we had that cold snap back, what was that, January, February? That's the first time in 4 years it's actually turned red. Otherwise, it's just green. Okay, so this guy's kind of going down here with this, that little green kind of poof, just to kind of extend it a little bit, make it, you know, I'm going to put one of these up. I got to figure out how to wire it on here because I lost my wire, but it's going to kind of go up here, kind of widen that out a little bit, and then I'll have one more. Let's see, what do we want? Well, I'm going to go with, okay, I got, oh, here, this one's attached. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Ha! Got to figure out what I'm doing here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here as soon as I get a wire on it. My bow's going to go there. Golly, these are so pretty. I don't really, so bright red, I don't really know how many more we need. So my ribbon's going to go right here. I think I'm going to swap this one out real quick for this. So it's kind of going to go opposite of this one. All right, so there's those. Let's make our ribbon, our bow real quick, and then we'll work in, we've got a lot of this little greenery and things that were on there, and we'll see, that'll kind of tell us where we need what. So here's what I've got for ribbon. Hey!
I like that.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of a white with the red stripes and then just a plain red. I thought about just using all red, but I think that might be a little too much. So we're going to start with the white one. I'm just going to hand tie these tonight. So we're just going to go with it. I am going to show you one little trick though with a hand tied bow. So got my ribbon here. You ready for some dinner?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave a little bit of tail here. Okay. Has it bloomed every year? No. That, like I said, that super cold snap was the only time it has ever, in this whole time, actually bloomed. Okay, so I pinch this together here. I twist so the pretty side's on the outside. I just made a little loop. I'm going to do the same thing again. Pinch it close. Twist that up. Okay, so I'm just going to keep bringing it to the middle and pinching it up and twisting it so that the pretty side is on the outside. Are you by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's another loop. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it up here so you can see what's going on. Okay, so there's 4 loops there. Then I'm just going to cut this end. Now, what I'm going to do is take another piece here of ribbon. I don't really, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I don't even know what you would say. That's probably like, let's go about 10 inches, hopefully. And folded it over. So I'm just going to cut that at an angle as well. So what I'm going to do with this, just kind of pinch it right together in the middle like this. And I'm just going to kind of hang on to that piece too. Just so I now have 4 loops and 4 tails on this little bow. So just kind of makes it a little bit thicker. All right, let's see. What? Chicken Alfredo. Okay, so while I'm holding on to this, hopefully without making a mess, I'm gonna get my red here. It's probably safe to just do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my red tail is just gonna be a little bit shorter than the white one. So I'm just holding this all in my hand right here for right now. So I'm pinching together in the middle and then twisting it. Brandy, I gotta tell Alyssa here what Eli said to you earlier. So she's got the cutest little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he like 11, 10, 11? I was actually trying to tell my husband earlier too because I thought it was so funny. Oh, I got one more loop here to make. So, she took him to get a haircut, and she told him he was cute, and he goes, "I'd be cuter with ice cream."
I mean,
smart kid, huh?
Valid answer.
Yeah. He's 10. Okay, yeah. Alyssa said, valid answer. Like, I don't know. That just totally cracked me up.
Right. Anywhere that's possible for me to get ice cream,
Right?
I get ice cream.
Get ice cream out of the deal? Yeah.
Doesn't help that I live a mile and a half away from the Brahms.
Well, so Dad and I went to, so I'm doing the same with, that's way too long. It's way too long, Jill. Come on. Okay. There we go. Pinching that together, and then that's just going to go right in there with everything else. So now I've got 4 loops and 4 tails on both of this. And he had cookies and cream ice cream. Good choice. That's a winner.
Birthday cake from Brahms.
Let me tell you about what I ordered today.
Oh gosh.
So I like to try different stuff and out of the ordinary stuff, and they had all their seasonal things, right? Okay. I tried 1 scoop peppermint, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And 1 scoop gingerbread.
There's your mistake right there.
What? You love? Oh, he loves that one too. The birthday cake one that he loves. Yeah, that was a mistake. It was not a good mix. Okay, so I'm using a zip tie here, just a clear little zip tie to go around my bow here. I'm just gonna tighten it up just enough to kind of get my hand out of there. So not super tight. And now I'm just gonna kind of fluff this out. So I've got a tail here. Just want to kind of spread them out evenly there.
They had a seasonal, Brahms had like a seasonal flavoring like during Valentine's Day. They had a chocolatey red velvet one.
Ooh, chocolate red velvet, that would be good.
It was amazing.
Okay, so there's my pretty little bow. And now I need, oh sis, you know what?
Okay.
Well, typically I would put a pipe cleaner through the back side of my zip tie there, but I left them in the other end. So, in the meantime, I'm using twine. I'll just tie it on with that. Okay, now that I kind of have this fluffed the way I want it, kinda, gonna tighten that zip tie down as tight as it'll go. It's been a while since I've made a bow without my bow maker, so just going for it. Actually, probably Christmas in July really was the last time. Okay, cut off the end. So now I just have my little twine there that I'm going to tie it on. So let's get that. I'm kind of shooting for it. Gosh, that's really pretty, huh?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
This is that pre-made wreath from Walmart.
Oh.
It's super pretty though, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't want it.
No, she never does.
Don't worry. In the same relationship. Okay. So, check that out. Look how pretty that white and red just kind of made it all pop. So now I'm just going to kind of work these guys around a little bit. Cute. Cute, 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 and simple. So, also another thing too is there's some really great, not that I'm trying to sell you on everything Walmart, but they do have some really cute ribbon and stuff right now too. So you could snag everything you need all in one place, ultimately, I guess is what I'm saying. So, okay, now I still have one poinsettia to use somewhere. I've got this little guy. Will you go in there to the craft room, open the cabinet door, and there's one of those floral picks, the green pick with the wire stem. Grab me one of those. Okay, let's start adding in some of this pretty little, what is this, holly, I think? Holly greenery. So I'm going to start right here above the bow. So I'm kind of trying to add height here. So my next one, I'm going to go opposite of where I put that. So let's go down here. And this side, everything is kind of coming back down. So it's going to kind of go at an angle that way. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. This little guy popped off earlier, so just get that back on there with this. To the rescue. Now we're ready to go. So there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and, so I'm going to, let's just add this right through here. That one's kind of going that way. Let's go right here. Oh, well, there's why. I just did it again. There. That needs a little bit of hot glue in there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with my other big points that are right here, kind of in the middle of these two. I think I might move that one down just a bit. That one's pretty big. And you guys know, if you've ever watched before, I always hot glue stuff basically when I'm done, because you just never know, like this, where you want to move stuff. And so I will have to take a look at it and make sure it's exactly where I want it before I hot glue it. So there's not really any going back after that. Come on. Do the thing. Gotta show it who's boss here. Okay, so now we've got a few more pieces of this. Is this holly? Is that what we determined? I think it is. Pretty sure it is. Poinsettia and holly. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm alternating. So there's holly there, the green spikes, poinsettia. So we need kind of some holly right here. There's that green there, and then we've got holly down here.
I was gonna say the only thing I know is that poinsettias are my birth month flower.
Oh yeah, December. Yeah, for sure. So lastly, I think we'll put this little piece coming out of our bow this way.
Yours or Dad's are chrysanthemums.
She's honestly, I have no idea what that is.
Carter's is carnations.
You know all that stuff, huh? Okay. Yes, holly. Okay, good. Thanks. We're like, what the heck is that? We think we know, but we don't know. This little guy was just kind of a piece that popped off, so I'm going to sneak him in here somewhere, but well, maybe. Okay, so now you've seen it. It's got one kind of plain little ribbon or bow here, a kind of bush of some poinsettias, and that is it. That is it.
No, Dad's is the carnation, Carter's is the iris.
Here's what we've got. So there's our bow. Poinsettias, those green little sparkly things are so fun. But because of this wreath, that already had all of that stuff in there, you've got all of that other texture of everything that you don't have to add much to it. So pretty simple. Simple and easy. Tell me what you guys think. Do you love the poinsettia?
I like it.
You like it? I think this guy needs to move just a bit. Okay. There we have it. Simple and easy, right? So, get this stuff out of the way. Thanks, Brandy. Yeah, I know. How easy is that, right? So, let me just show you one more time. I just kind of moved that last one around. But, yeah, like I said, with all of that greenery that was already built in to this particular wreath, which I'll show you. So, here's the tag that was on it. Let's see if you can see it. So 24 inches mixed natural wreath. I think I'm covering it at $12.98. $12.98 and get you a big, you know, I call them bush. That's what we call them in ours. A big giant pick of some flowers that you like and some ribbon. And man, got a very simple, easy holiday wreath for your door. So how about that? I know your daughter has been assisting you, but does she craft? Do you craft?
No, I do photography.
She does photography. She does some art. She used to be really artsy. You don't even really do that anymore, though, do you?
Not really.
No. So.
I doodle. I doodle a lot.
Doodle, yeah. She mostly is obsessed with the
Sebastian
Avengers.
Stan.
The Avengers, which that's the guy that plays Bucky, if you didn't know. Like, I didn't know, but...
And serial killers.
Oh, and, yeah. Nothing says holidays like
Ted
serial
Bundy.
killers. Stop. I don't want to talk about that. Mom's not a fan of that sort of stuff, so... Mom likes the happy, cheerful stuff. Okay, so there you have it. Another simple edition of Tutorial Tuesday. Go get you a wreath before they are gone. And yeah, show me, send me a picture or share a picture if you make something like that. I want to see it. So, okay guys, have a great rest of your night and I will see you later.